Hi YouTube, this is Georgia. This is video number 10. This is my first video after the surgery, hence I look like shit. Okay, so I'm not sure how this video is gonna go, but here we go. So Friday, December 6th was the day of the surgery. Today is Monday, December 9th. I couldn't record anything yesterday and the day before because I literally felt like shit. The day of the surgery, I got at the hospital at 9 a.m. My surgery was scheduled for 12 p.m. Unfortunately, some of the surgery personnel that was supposed to be performing my surgery was called in for an emergency. My surgeon was available, but the rest of the staff was not, so I had to wait for that. They finally took me in at 3, so I was there hungry and thirsty from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. That was not fun. It's okay. I got there at 9. They made me get dressed in the hospital gown. As I mentioned before, I was menstruating, so they gave me like a special underwear that they have and a pad. I was wearing my menstrual cup. I didn't tell them. Maybe I should have. I don't know. They will probably make me take it out, but it's silicone. I didn't feel it was gonna cause any complications. Although if I had to stay under longer or I had complications and it stayed in me for too long, anyways, I didn't feel comfortable taking it off, so I left it on. Surgery, I think, was done pretty fast because by 6 p.m. I was already in the room. I'll go over a little bit what happened the day of. So 9 o'clock I got there. I requested a private room, gave my Visa card. They told me probably I will get one. I went upstairs to the admission where the pre-operative unit is. They made me change. I was waiting and waiting and waiting. No one would tell me what's going on. Then eventually around 11:30, they told me the emergency surgery is happening. I have to wait. Then around 12 that I was scheduled, my surgeon came. He explained to me again that I have to wait longer. He signed my belly. I signed consent forms. The resident anesthesiologist, that means that's an anesthesiologist that's still just finished university, and it's under the main anesthesiologist came to see me. He tried to give me a shot of some sort. He messed up royally because he kept poking and poking. He couldn't get my vein, but it's okay. That's fine. I don't mind being poked. Of course it hurt, but I'm not squeamish, and I'm not my pain tolerance is okay. He didn't get it. It's okay, whatever. Then around 2:30, things started happening fast. A whole team of people, just all of it. The entire ward just emptied. Whoever was waiting for a surgery, they had been called in. They even had turned off the lights at half of the area was with the lights turned off. And it was just me, my husband, and my mom, and a nurse waiting. And then all of a sudden, 2:30, people, a storm of people just came. The anesthesiologist, the nurse, the surgeon, the second surgeon, the second anesthesiologist. People kept popping, and they were all talking to me. It's okay, we're ready, and here's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna go to the room now, and you're gonna follow me. I need your glasses. They took off my glasses, and I couldn't see shit, so I was just following a blue figure down a hallway, what seemed to be leading to the surgery room. I walked there. I got myself on the surgery table. They put a needle on my left arm right here. I have a couple of bruises. They gave me a shot that felt a little like a cold and burning sensation of some sort. This nurse was talking to me. She's I'm going to give you special oxygen now. So take deep breaths. And I kept taking deep breaths. I wasn't going under. I don't know why. She's like, keep breathing, don't worry. And last thing I remember is like the lights of the surgery room, like the blue ones, the round ones that you see in the movies, because obviously I've never had surgery before, so I didn't know what to expect. And that was the last thing I remember. Then I woke up in the recovery room. There's a really funny nurse there. All I remember is that she was blonde, because I wasn't wearing my glasses and I was waking up, so I don't remember her features. She kept like nudging me and being like, Georgia, wake up, come on girl, wake up. I go, I'm trying. She's like, I need you to be awake so I can send you to your room. Wake up. I'm like, okay. And I guess I kept sleeping, and she's like, come on girl, I need you to be awake, I go, okay. I'm like, oh my God, I'm in so much pain. What's going on? She's like, okay, rate the pain from 1 to 10. I go, I don't know, 7. She's like, where do you feel it? I go, all over here. I go over my back. She's like, what does the pain feel like? I go, this pressure, this like immense pressure. It feels like your ribs are gonna break open and your stomach is gonna like just open up. Like, I couldn't feel the stitches that much because they also give you local anesthetic around the stitching area, but like the pressure was like, I don't know, maybe people have had surgery before where, like, especially laparoscopic, where they blow you up, but oh my God, that pressure, I will never forget it. Obviously I still feel it, so how could I forget it? We'll get to that in a bit. And then she started like kind of laughing at me, but in a like a cute way. She's like, oh dear, that's not gonna go away for days. There's nothing you can do about that. I'm like, shit. She did give me like painkillers through IV. I was hooked up on IV. And they helped a little bit, but honestly, that pain, holy shit. I know, sorry I'm swearing in this video a little bit. Swearing, you haven't even heard what I can swear, but like, yeah, that's the worst I can say in the video right now. Sorry, I look like shit. I keep touching my hair and my it's just hard to prettify myself. I didn't even put contacts for you guys today, so you have to deal with the glasses reflection. Anyway, so finally I wake up around 6 o'clock. They take me to a semi-private room because they told me there was no private room available. Obviously I didn't pay for the private. I'm probably going to be charged for the semi-private. I was pretty upset about that. I needed a private room. Like, I really wanted a private room. I can't afford a private room. I should get a private room. So anyways, my mom and my husband were waiting there. They asked about what's going on with the private. They said we don't have one. Meantime, my mom eyeballed one of the private rooms was empty. And she probably figured, oh, someone else probably got it before me and they're just waiting for the patient to come in. Guess what? That room was empty the entire time I was there. You know what the excuse was? Wait, you're gonna laugh. So that room had been empty since 1 p.m. I come out at 6 p.m. The excuse was that no one could change the sheets. I would have changed the sheets. I needed that room. The day, like, I shouldn't be complaining. I mean, a healthcare system is amazing. The whole thing was covered. The only thing I had to pay extra was for the room, and I was willing to pay for the room. I didn't get the room. I got really upset. It wasn't the fact that I was with someone else. The lady next to me, honestly, she was like really nice and very patient because I got some visitors. She got some visitors. That was not a big deal. It's just that overnight, you have people come checking up on you. And I had people checking up on me and I had people checking up on the lady next to me. And they were not synchronized. That means like every couple of hours, someone was checking up on me, waking both of us up. And then like an hour or two later, someone was checking up on her, waking both of us up. We wanted to go to the washroom. I had to call the nurse. The whole like ordeal is happening so I can go to the washroom. And then like an hour or two later, she had to go to the washroom. And then the whole ordeal was happening so she can go to the washroom. And it was like, honestly, I would have preferred a private room. I didn't get it. So the next morning, which was Saturday, so now I've had the surgery. It's 6 p.m. I'm in the hospital. People came visit me, whatever. Overnight, my mom was able to stay with me. My husband couldn't stay because they said it was a female room, so they didn't feel comfortable with a male staying in the room. BS, if you ask me. But if I had the private room, my husband could have stayed with me as well. Anyways, doesn't matter. That's how it happened. That's how it is. Whatever, we dealt with it. The next morning around like 7 a.m., this like really young, again, resident surgeon came to see me. And he's like, have you gone to the washroom? I go, I've gone pee. He's like, have you farted yet? I'm like, no, I haven't. Do you feel vomiting? I go, no. Do you drink your water? And yes, like that evening, the Friday evening, I start drinking 15 ml of water. The water, when you swallow it, it feels like it gets stuck right here, like right here. You feel this like pressure, like sound like your rib cage is gonna break open, but it goes away like a few minutes after you take down the water. For me, that means that it was going down, and I've kept everything down. I haven't vomited once. I do feel discomfort. I do feel pain. I do feel the pressure pain, but I haven't vomited. I have felt some nausea, but not vomiting. I passed gas on Saturday after I got home. So they released me 2 p.m. on a Saturday. So if you take into consideration, I went into the surgery room at 3 and I was home by like 2:20. I didn't even stay in the hospital for 24 hours. I felt I should have stayed longer on IV because Saturday, you can't really drink enough liquids to keep hydrated. I did try my best to keep sipping on water. My mom was with me and she kept reminding me, okay, Georgie girl, now we have to drink some water. Come on, take that water. And it was painful drinking the water, but I kept drinking the water. They gave me instructions on what to do. Obviously, I already knew what to do. The nurse was very impressed. She's like, I have no fear you going home. You know what you're supposed to be doing. You know when to eat what. Just remember only quarter portions, like for the first few days, and then you can bring it up to half a cup, and then eventually to a cup, like months later, but like weeks later. Sorry. Water is important. I keep sipping water throughout the day, sip water throughout the day. I take a little break when I'm supposed to eat something. Like today was the first day I could eat. I'll go into that in a minute. But I do feel they should have kept me one more day on IV and then they should have released me. But I really needed to come home because of the room situation. I needed to be able to go to the washroom and sleep throughout the night without interruptions and just feel comfortable. And I was not comfortable in the hospital room at all whatsoever. So when the doctor came and they said, okay, you seem to be doing well. You have no complications. You keep everything down. You go to the washroom. That means everything is working fine. The only thing is I need you to either fart or go to the bathroom like number 2. And other than that, you're pretty fine. And so then the nurse came and she's like, whenever you feel ready, I'll let you go. And as soon as she said that, this pain, this like immense pressure pain started taking over me to the point where I cried. Now, I don't know if people feel maybe my pain tolerance is pretty low, and I know I didn't have any bleeding or like gastric leak or anything like that, which technically I still could if I'm not careful because the first 2 weeks are very crucial. But someone was sticking a needle of this size right in here. They couldn't get my vein and they kept going like this, and I was like nonchalant about it. I was like, it's okay, you can keep trying. You can keep trying. Like, he was trying for a long time to the point where I stopped feeling after a while and I was okay. That aside. Then the pain, every time I drink the water, yes, fine pain, pressure, I feel like my ribs are going to break. But that pain that I'm talking about, as soon as the nurse said, when you're ready, you can go home, I started crying. I'm like, oh my God, what did I do to myself? what did I sign up for? What is this? This is like, I was not expecting that. Like, I was expecting pain, but that was like out of this world. I felt my rib cage was like gonna literally break open. That pressure was not going away. I started crying. I started walking around the hall because I walked like a few times around the ward there, and one of the nurses said, okay, I need you to lie down like with your back up, and I'm gonna put warm blankets on the area you're in pain. And that helped a lot. They also gave me painkillers, but painkillers apparently don't help with the pressure pain. Like, they help a little bit, but not that much. Also, the pills they're giving us, they're pills, and like, you have to swallow it with water, and you can barely drink water. How are you supposed to swallow those pills? Like, I do it and it hurts. Like, every time I swallow a pill, like, I have to drink enough water for the pill to go down. And I think it's a little more than 30 mLs, and it's like, it hurts. But I do it. Whatever, I still do it. These are things you have to look forward to. Now, yesterday was like an off day. It was, I couldn't eat anything yet, so I had to drink fluids. My mom was here. She kept reminding me. I had a little bit of broth in the afternoon. But other than that, I spend the entire day just drinking water, like sipping on water constantly. Today's the first day I can eat. That consists of diluted cream of wheat, diluted apple juice. I tried diluted apple juice at the hospital. It was like, I don't care that much for apple juice. Jello, I don't even want to see it. Although I have some in the fridge, I don't care for it. I did it for 3 weeks before. Like, I mean, I didn't even eat it for 3 weeks before the surgery. But anyways, what else can I eat? I can have yogurt and cottage cheese, which I haven't had yet. I can have no sugar added chocolate pudding. I think I've had a tablespoon of that so far. I can have unsweetened applesauce and protein shakes. So far this morning, I woke up, I felt really good. I felt so much better. I took my vitamins, and then I started feeling a little uncomfortable, because today is also the first day I started my multivitamins and my chewables and all that. So I take my 2 multivitamins in the morning. A few hours after that, I take the first calcium and D3 chewable vitamin, and then a few hours after that I take the second one, and a few hours after that I take the third one, and then at nighttime I take the B12 and iron. I know I'm supposed to be taking the B12, but I am iron deficient and I am on my period, so I need the iron. My period has slowed down though, which is a good thing, because obviously I'm not getting enough nutrition, so thank God it's slowing down. I've lost more weight. This shirt was like comfortably fitting me. Now it's like I could do this to it. I am 270. Probably today I'm 269. I haven't weighed myself yet. But I've lost a lot of mass. Like, I've gone down in weight like 4 pounds in like 3 days, but a lot of the mass has gone down a lot. Sorry, back to I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm not like all here. So I woke up, I took my vitamins, I made cream of wheat, and I thought it would be a good idea to take some applesauce and mix it together. And then, because that was not enough, I put like a little bit of the chocolate pudding on top, and I put it in a small like 1/4 cup thing, and I'm like, okay, I'll eat this slowly, like as breakfast. After, like, it was going down better than water, because like I said, every time I drink water, I feel like a pressure here, but it goes away. When I was eating that, I didn't feel that pressure here, but after a few bites, I started feeling like my stomach was working. And then this awful cramping pain in the lower abdomen came to be, where I felt like I needed to go to the washroom like every few minutes. and I had I had diarrhea. Sorry, TMI, whatever, deal with it. I had diarrhea and gas, and like I just couldn't stop. Like I kept getting up, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to go back again, and like nothing would come out, but it felt like it needed to come out. And like this pain, it's almost like a stomach flu pain, and but nothing's happening. And obviously I didn't vomit, and I didn't go to the washroom as much. Yeah, but after that I felt like, oh my god, I'm never gonna eat again in my life. I started crying, and then I had this moment of like, oh my god, what I did to myself. All of Saturday I was like, oh my god, what I did to myself. What did I do to myself? Why did I do this? Why did I do this? I don't know if I'm regretting it. I think I'm not. I mean, I keep losing weight, but it's a pretty awful experience right after surgery, I have to admit. So today I had that in the morning. Oh, every morning I also take one antacid pill. So as soon as I wake up, I take the antacid pill. Then I go and I organize my vitamins. I take them with me, my 2 multivitamins, my 3 chewables, and I carry them around with me around the house. And then I take them on time. And then I carry around a glass of water and I sip through it. So after I had the cream of wheat experience, and it was pretty bad, I took one of the painkillers they gave me. That I've only taken like 2 a day so far. I'm trying not to take as many. So I took that and I lied down. The best piece of advice I got so far was the warm towels, the warm blankets around the area that you feel the gas pain. You put them on you, and if you have a heating pad, I use that. I have a heating pad. That's the best piece of advice right here. If you're going for surgery or you're just coming out of surgery, this is the best piece of advice I've got for the gas pain. You put a warm blanket or a heating pad on the area that you feel the pressure, the pain, and you lie on your left side. So I feel the pressure up here usually, or up here. So I will put like my blanket and then the heating pad on top of me, and I lie on my left side. And within minutes, it subsides. I'm not gonna lie to you, it doesn't completely go away, but it does subside and it does get better, and gas flows. Like you're gonna fart with that and you're gonna burp with that, and it's a relief. It's a huge relief when you fart. And you, like, I never believed that farting will ever feel that good, but it feels amazing to fart. I'm sorry if it's TMI for some people. Honestly, we're talking about surgery. Yeah, there's gonna be some stuff I'm going to be mentioning that you might feel like, oh, farting. Yeah, farting. Get over it. The other thing is your throat is very sore because they put a tube and they put it in and out. And so the first day I had a sore throat, so my voice was kind of like raspy. It might still be a little bit. I still feel like some it bothers me a little bit. So that's another feeling you get to experience. But compared to everything else, this is nothing. I've been very lucky though, I have to admit. Like, yeah, I know I'm complaining a little bit. Oh my God, what I did to myself. And the gas pain is like really painful and stuff. But I've been very lucky. I had no complications. I was able to go to the washroom right away. I was able to pee a lot throughout the night of the surgery, and I still pee a lot. And I haven't vomited. I keep everything, whatever goes down, I keep it down. I'm also very careful. Like, I'm not pushing myself too much. Like, I try to keep it within the amount that they recommend, and I only try to do things they recommend. So I'm being very careful. So if you're looking to be successful and have the least amount of pain as possible, do what they say. My surgery went well. There were no complications. It's just the pain. The pain is like, I can't even describe it. I don't know. Maybe other surgeries are similar to that. But I've never had surgery before. And that pain was like a killer for me. It was really bad. So what I did for the rest of the day in terms of food, sorry, I'm jumping back and forth. I hope you can follow through with this. So after the cream of wheat, I put the heating pad. I lied on my left, and it went away. I took the painkiller as well. It went away. So when I woke up, I had some soup. We had made some like chicken soup, and they strained the broth for me, and I was having that. And then the rest of the day, I made this concoction right here, which is like, I diluted a protein powder that I had bought, which is like salted caramel. I put 1 scoop of that, but unfortunately that one I didn't notice it has too much carbs. It has like 24 grams of protein, but 11 grams of carbs per serving, which is awful. So what I did is I put 1 scoop of that, but 2 scoops of the unflavored protein, which is basically 25 grams of protein, no carbs, no fat, just 25 grams of protein. So in here I have 75 grams, almost 75, whatever, 74 grams of protein and only 11 grams of carb, which is a good ratio. And I'm going to sip through this the rest of the day. So I'm going to get in my recommended protein intake. I don't know if I'm going to finish it all because I'm supposed to get anywhere from 60 to 80. But hey, it's only the 3rd day and I'm working my way through and taking all the protein. Tomorrow what I'll do is I will make something like this from the morning and sip through it throughout the day. I'll put some ice in it too to keep it like cold so it lasts a little longer. And maybe tomorrow I'm going to try to have some yogurt or something like that. Yeah, we'll see. I'm a little worried about the dairy because it might cause me the pain like the cream of wheat caused me. The cream of wheat I made with water. I didn't put any dairy in it. But yeah, dairy sometimes can like get things started in your digestive system. So I have to be a little careful. Oh, I wanna mention one more thing. The worst thing that has to do with people is that everyone knows what you're going through. It's like, oh, I know, I get cramps all the time. Oh, I know, I've had this surgery, like not this surgery. If they had that surgery, I would be like, yeah, buddy, you know. Like I had this kind of surgery before and like the pain and like the stitches hurt. I don't complain about the stitch. Like the stitch is like, whatever. I feel the stitches. But the gas pain, no one can understand it, but everyone's like, they know. And no one tells you, oh, I had this, maybe you should try that. No one tells you that. It's like, oh, I know. The only person is one of my aunts that had like a partial hysterectomy. She's like, when I had my hysterectomy and they went in laparoscopically and they kind of blow you up a little bit again, what helped me was lie on my left. And the second best piece of advice was the nurse that told me to put the heating pads. And that's what you need to hear. You don't need to hear people telling you, I know. No, you don't know. Or that's how I feel about it, that you don't know. Only I know. I mean, only I know what I'm going through. Unless someone else comes and tells me I had VSG or like Roux-en-Y or the lap band and they tell me about it, I'm going to be like, yeah, buddy, I feel you. But unless it's that, no. I bet there are worse surgeries. I can't go to someone that had worse surgery and tell them I know how you feel. No, I don't know how you feel. Only you know how you feel. So that's what I don't like, when people tell me I know how you feel, but they have no useful piece of information to give you. Yeah, that's it. That's the last bit of complaining. So that's it. That wraps up video number 10, which is like right after the surgery and covering the surgery day. I'm sorry if it's lengthy or all over the place, but I am a little bit all over the place nowadays. Hopefully I'll come back with another video soon, and I will try to prettify this so I don't look like a mess, and the glasses situation. Yeah, so if you want to see what's going to happen to me, subscribe to my channel. If you want to see what happened to me following up to the surgery day, go to my channel, watch my other videos. Leave some comments. Let me know if you're going through it or you're going to go through it, or your thoughts and feelings about this type of surgery. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. I hope you follow me and I hope this was helpful.